What if I told you that the people who smile at you today could be the first to abandon you tomorrow? It's an uncomfortable thought. Most people don't want to believe it. We grow up hearing that loyalty, honesty, and kindness are the foundations of human relationships. But Niccolò Machiavelli spent his life observing power, politics, betrayal, and human behavior. And what he discovered was far darker than most people are willing to admit. Machiavelli believed that human beings are not driven by loyalty. They are driven by self-interest. Think about it. When times are good, everyone wants to stand beside you. Friends appear. Allies appear. Support appears. But the moment circumstances change, many of those people disappear. Not because they are evil, but because their interests have changed. And that is the first truth most people learn too late. People are often loyal to their needs before they are loyal to you. The second truth is even more disturbing. Most people judge with their eyes, not with their minds. They don't see who you really are. They see the image you project. They see confidence, status, appearance, success. And from that image, they create an entire story about you. This is why two people can do the exact same thing and receive completely different reactions. The world responds to perception far more than reality. Machiavelli understood this centuries ago. He knew that power often belongs not to those who are the most honest, but to those who understand how people think. Then comes the third truth. Fear is often stronger than affection. People like to believe they act out of love, but when pressure arrives, fear becomes the dominant force. Fear of loss, fear of failure, fear of exclusion, fear of consequences. Machiavelli wasn't celebrating this reality. He was simply describing it. Because if you fail to understand human nature will eventually surprise you. The fourth truth is something almost nobody wants to hear. Not everyone wants to see you succeed. Some people will support your dreams as long as those dreams remain small, as long as they stay comfortable, as long as they don't challenge anyone. But the moment your success begins to grow, something changes. Admiration quietly turns into comparison. Comparison turns into envy. And envy often disguises itself as criticism. This is why some of the loudest doubters are often people who once stood closest to you. And finally, the fifth truth. Trust should be earned, not given. One of the biggest mistakes people make is assuming that good intentions protect them from disappointment. They don't. Machiavelli believed that wisdom begins when you stop seeing people as you wish they were, and start seeing them as they are. Not through cynicism, not through paranoia, but through clarity, because the person who understands human nature is far harder to manipulate. And perhaps that's why Machiavelli remains controversial even today. He forced people to confront a reality they would rather ignore. A reality where appearances matter, where interests shape behavior, where power influences relationships, and where understanding people is often more valuable than trying to please them. So here's the question. How many people in your life would still be there if they no longer benefited from knowing you? Think carefully before you answer. And if you enjoy deep insights into philosophy, psychology, and human nature, subscribe to Legends of Thought, because the next lesson may change the way you see people forever.